us on ESPN2, because this is Tim Henman closest to you, and Guga Kuerten with that familiar serve motion. They're in the early stages. First set 2-1. Henman leading. Kuerten with the advantage in game 4.
Typical play from Henman there, and a little discussion with the chair umpire after that point. Henman looking good yesterday in his first match since Wimbledon, where he lost to Mario Ancic, taking out Zabaleta easily. Kuerten, excuse me, Cliff played on the opening night here and took out young American Robbie Ginepri easily.
Timmy Henman getting to the semi-final of the French Championships this year for the first time, and then to the disappointment of his fans in England, who were really talking about the possibility of him going all the way for the first time ever, losing the quarterfinals.
Guga Kuerten, meanwhile, as his coach Larry Passos looks on, they went back to Brazil after the French Open and spent a couple of months training down there. Didn't play Wimbledon, trying to get that hip 100%. That has been troubling Kuerten the last couple of years since he had surgery on it.
Took out Roger Federer, did Guga Kuerten at the French Championships, and tremendous effort from him. I mean, he's such a great clay court player. And this is so much fun to watch because of the variety of shot on any surface, frankly. 3 French Open titles for Kuerten. And then the surgery, and since then he just has not been able to get it back.
Beautiful one-handed backhand from Kuerten. Henman shipping and charging as he loves to do. His coach Paul Annacone's here with him. So that was a tactic that Annacone employed all the time. Of course, he helped Pete Sampras put that into his repertoire a little bit more in the latter stages of Sampras's career. A game point for the Brazilian. Oh, what a shot on the run.
So it is 2 apiece. And we're going to go over now to Tim Henman and Gustavo Kuerten in a second-round match. They're at the Daniel Nestor Grandstand Court. This court named after a Canadian player for 1 year. Nestor gets the nod this year. We're in the second set. First set to Guga Kuerten, 1-2 in the second. This is Kuerten serving to Henman.
Kuerten was very happy with his win in the opening round over Ginepri. Won that match easily, his first match in 2 months. Didn't play since the French Open.
When he lost to Nalbandian.
Yeah, in the quarterfinals. So he took some time off to really try to get that hip 100% healthy, which has really been a bother for him in the last 2 years since that surgery. There's Larry Passos, his trainer. He's also come here with his physical therapist that travels with him now. Try to keep that body in tip-top shape. But spoke to Larry just a couple of days ago, and he said, you know, they spent some good work down home in Brazil and a hard training on the court and physical work, and he was very optimistic about this summer for his guy.
He's an optimistic kind of guy. I mean, the main problem for Kuerten is just staying on his feet with that hip thing.
Oh, what a backhand. Look at that timing from Guga. A chip charge from Tim Henman. The Brazilian fans come out wherever the tennis tour takes us. This man is a national hero.
Kuerten holds it 2 apiece in the second. You know, since we're so much into quizzes here this week, who did Guga Kuerten lose to in the final of the Canadian when he played? Is that a good one?
That is a pretty good one, yeah. I think it was an American that had to the career tournament there.
Cannot stump you. Cannot.
Oh, from an old Tennessee boy.
If you remember that we did we had done a thing where we followed him around downtown, I forget it was Montreal or Toronto, and you know, so he'd become a sort of personality. The guy goes on and wins it. Chris Woodruff.
Chris Woodruff, yeah. It's Country. That's his nickname. Back in Tennessee, retired a couple of years ago. There's that beautiful flowing backhand of this three-time French Open champ, Guga Kuerten. That's just a thing of beauty. Full extension through the contact point. Kuerten saving a set point in the opening set here against Henman. Henman also hasn't played much tennis. Of course, he played plenty at the French Open, reaching the semifinals, and again at Wimbledon. So he took a well-needed rest after Wimbledon. And Henman restarting his season here. Just a few weeks short of his 30th birthday.
Look out, third love 30 here, 2-2 second set. Henman losing the first. 7-5.
15-30.
Oh yes, that's Guga at his best. Kick serve out wide from Henman, and instead of trying to go for too much, he just slides it up the line right there and quickly move into the open court. And plenty of time to play the forehand into the opening. It's a good combination from the Brazilian. 2 break points now.
Kuerten gets the break in the second. He won the first. He'll serve at 3-2 when we come back to grandstand. In the second now, Tim Henman and Gustavo Kuerten underway. 3-2 for Kuerten with a break in the second set taken on Tim Henman. Of course, the English, as far as they're concerned, really Wimbledon is it. But Tim Henman, outside of getting to the quarters of Wimbledon, had a very good year. It's the final of the Pacific Life. He beat Federer in Rotterdam.
Took out Roddick along the way to the finals at the Pacific Life.
Then he gets to the semifinal at the French.
He's a number 6 position in the race this year. Another workmanlike year. Henman's still looking to make that appearance at the Masters Cup. He's just missed finishing in the top 8 a couple of times. Well, that's his big goal for the rest of this year. Right now he's in trouble because Guga Kuerten is in full flight. I'll tell you, it's nice to see Gustavo Kuerten playing with the freedom that we saw from him a couple of years ago. And it's been difficult to watch him just struggling physically and trying to fight through it. With those hip problems. Boy, does he look good here.
40-50.
He's number 2 in my book to watch, Guga Kuerten. Yeah, if you...
Federer's one.
Yeah, you knew that.
Just checking. You know, like Agassi, what's wrong with Roddick? I mean, the American guys.
Wonderful.
Just pure shot making.
I'm just saying, this is my own view. I'd rather watch Guga Kuerten than anybody other than Federer. You're not going to ask me why?
Why, Cliff?
Because he's got such a great variety of shot. Thank you, by the way.
All right.
Just I mean, the guy can do so much with the ball. Slice.
So can Marcelo Rios.
Nice.
What about him?
He's gone. Thank you. I like watching him play, but it wasn't worth all the aggravation when it was all over.
Right.
You have to deal with him.
Henman comes in and knocks off the volley.
Some video technical problems, we understand, so apologize for it. We're working on it.
Serve there, and Kuerten knew that Henman was looking to chip and charge and attack the second serve. He still went for it. Earns himself a cheap point, game point.
Second set with the break 4-2, first set 7-5. Patrick, you were asking me about Thomas Johansson over Andreev.
Lucky loser, and he's through to the third round. This veteran Swede, former Australian Open champ.
Former champ here too.
Shela will take on Roddick now tonight. Rolls over Robredo. That's my old guy. That's a three-time French Open champ right there. Look at him on the run, the flicker.
Little variety that I was talking about. So we were talking about Rios, if you don't mind my finishing that story. And as tough as he was to deal with off the court, so is Guga easy. I mean, he's another kind of Federer. He's right up there. He's happy to oblige and do interviews and stuff like that. He's also very generous, Patrick. He stays on beautiful Key Biscayne with a good friend of mine called Stenstrom. Every year they play there. So the Stenstrom household has got head tennis rackets coming out of every closet because
thanks to Guga.
Exactly. he leaves a whole bunch of them there every year. .30-15. Delicate moment here for Timmy Henman, because at 30-all he's down a break already. He's down a set. Pressure's on.
Good defense there from Henman. He needed that point to have any chance. stay around in this match. The way Guga's hitting the ball, getting down 2 breaks, this match is over. Henman showing his speed around the court there to stay in that point.
The pressure there, that double fault. His game, it's on the edge all the time because he comes in. It's so tough to play serve and volley tennis these days against the guys who return as well as most of the players on the tour do. This is not a Lopez type serve or erotic serve by any means. So he's got to work more like Edberg's serve, where he just gets it in the hope that he can follow it up with a good volley.
Yeah, and doesn't get as much kick on the serve though as Edberg did, so that gave him a little more time. And as you said, with the new rackets and the players growing up with these rackets, they really can attack the return of serve. Good serve there from Henman. We'll talk about the technology making a big difference in the power game, and yes, it has, and in the serving game, but I think where it's really made a huge difference is on the return of serve. And that's why it's harder for players to serve volley consistently, because the ball's just coming back on top of them so quickly. You could still serve pretty big with wood rackets. It was harder to serve big on second serves, but you couldn't tee off on the return the way you can now.
Advantage.
Escaping this trap that Kuerten set for him. Maybe he's got a game point now after being down a break point.
That's good hold by Henman.
Change ends after 7 games. 4-3 Kuerten with a break, and he's got a set. And 2 for women's final, the first US Open series of first tournament, with Lindsay Davenport taking on
Venus. That was a great match. And then of course Venus pulled out, by the way, this week with that wrist injury, and then Lindsay just steamrolling over Serena. The final last week, JP Morgan tournament. That was what an impressive display from Lindsay these last couple of weeks. Oh, Henman, baby. Showing he can hit on the run. I know you're going to see some replays of this one, because guess who's directing this match?
All right.
Lucy Henman, Tim's wife, is in the television business. So come on, show us another angle of that one, Lucy. She can't be biased now. She's got to show the good Guga replays also.
Oh, nice. Good pickup there from Henman. Good movement as well. Up 30 tries here to get back on serve in the second.
Biggest asset of Henman, his competitiveness and his movement around the court. Gets up to that one. Now he's got a chance here to get back in this set.
This gentle giant of tennis, Guga Kuerten, 3-time slam winner at the French. Ask him what he'd like to do on an ideal day. He says surf in the morning. He's a big surfer. Barbecue for lunch. Spend time with the family and then go out at night.
Sounds pretty good.
He's from Florianopolis, southern Brazil. Beach Island.
15, 40.
Plenty of surfing to be done there, but plenty of work to be done trying to win this serve game at 15-40 now.
Good first serve from Guga. That's been an X factor in his game. Being able to win those 3 French Opens, Cliff, his ability to come up with those big first serves when he needs them. Underrated part of his game. Still break point for the Brit. He's got a second serve to play with as he try to chip and charge. Good second serve. That ball's skipping off the line. And when it does hit the line on this surface, as Paul Annacone looking on, some whispers maybe about the call, but no argument from Henman. It really skids through the court on this hard court surface. Norm Christ in the chair, nonplussed by the crowd reaction. Yep.
Game point here for Guga to go up 5-3. I told you Norm yesterday. Did you know that if there's an American player playing against a foreigner that he doesn't do the match?
Yeah, because I don't want to have it look like there's a favoritism. Yeah.
So
I knew. Oh, I knew that they try to do that. Yeah.
So here he is there with 2 non-Americans.
Yeah, and if there's a Brazilian player,
they don't have a Brazilian umpire.
Correct.
Okay. Just checking.
But if there's 2 Americans, then it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Kuerten leads 5 games to 3.
So Kuerten holds, and he's 4 points away.
Oh, yes. Don't give him an angle and room to work with on that backhand side, especially.
Is it his better side, Patrick? Is it better than the forehand? It's not really, is it? It was a great forehand.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
15.
Henman.
Let's go, Guga. Let's go. Let's go, Guga. Let's go.
Thank you.
Game points for Henman.
Game 10.
Henman holds, and it's going to be Guga Kuerten with the challenge. Hold serve, and you're in the next round. Join the day alongside us? I hope so, because you've seen a lot already, and there is a lot more that you will see. It's the first set here. Tim Henman going down to Guga Kuerten, and Kuerten is on the brink of spot in the next round. Serving for the match at 5-4.
What a forehand.
Kuerten wins this. He takes on Jan Hennik, the young Czech player who beat Todd Reed of Australia, who in turn had beaten Gaston Gaudio in the first round, the French champ.
Another good second serve from Kuerten, sets it up, and he just unleashes that forehand. Certainly his forehand side, Cliff, is more of a winner type shot. It's a kill shot from Kuerten. I think the backhand of his is a little more versatile with his slice and his ability to return off his backhand side.
British fans in the crowd applauding that effort by Tim Henman, but it's 15-all.
It's a heck of a match for out there on the, I mean, for any court, but on a grandstand court, second round. And they both played excellent tennis here. Opportunity there for Henman.
30-15.
Good approach. He was in good position at net, but the volley flew on him. Yeah, he just pulled up at the last second on that volley. Didn't stay down, threw the ball.
2 away. Pressure's on. Deep breath.
30-all.
He's got to take a deeper one. Going in the double. Larry getting a little fidgety now.
There are those players who let you know how they're thinking. Well, Larry is a coach, and he lets you know.
I like it when he wins a big one. He hits his heart and looks up to the sky. I love that.
Well, might be the moment to think about doing that right now, because at a match point on Tim Henman.
Wow, what a way to finish it off.
Unseeded Gustavo Kuerten takes out the number 5 seed from Great Britain, Tim Henman.
Larry's out of there quickly. He says, hey, we got work to do. We got another match today. We'll get my guy ready, Gustavo Kuerten. But what a performance. Great tennis in this match. And Kuerten, oh boy, it's good to see him back playing with that flowing style that we've seen from him in the past.
Center court, it's another look at Max Mirny leading Roger Federer.
He's getting him again? He's coming up again?
This is not the earlier match.
Oh, this is live.